We can't open the liftgate on this 2009 Honda Pilot. The manual unlocking from the inside is working. Let's diagnose. Go behind the panel and disconnect the green plugs. Put a screwdriver across the 2 pins of the female plug. If this unlocks the trunk, then it means the unlock button is broken. This is not the case here. It seems to be the lift gate actuator itself. Helpfully, instead of providing a few small access holes to get to the door lock actuator, Honda, like virtually all car makers, requires us to pull off 20 square feet of internal panels to get to the part. I use a plastic tool to loosen the tabs on the inside of the panel. Start with the thin panel that covers the larger lift gate panel. Pop as many tabs as you can. Carefully take out this black plastic piece. Once you have a gap large enough for your fingers to fit in, you can pull the whole panel down at once. Don't forget to take off the 2 wire plugs before removing the actuator completely. Press the tab on the plug to enable pull-out. These plugs tend to get sticky. The actuator is fastened by 2 screws. Take those out with an Allen key and the actuator out is loose. Let's compare old to new. Seems to be the same part. Let's put the new one in. First reconnect the plugs. And there we have it. Normally you'd be almost done, but in my case one of the wires on the white plug is actually broken right at the plug. I can't fix it, so I'll try and solder the wires onto the actuator directly. First I cut the wires off the plug completely. I strip a 1/4 inch of the insulation of the original wires and then lengthen them by soldering on an extra 4 inches of wire. I put on heat shrink to protect the solder joint. Then I strip the insulation off the end of the lengthened wire. I tin the wire end and also the contact on the actuator. Slide some heat shrink onto the wire, for later. Put wire end and contact together and use the soldering iron to heat and liquefy the solder. This actually works very well. I take the soldering iron away and hold the wire in place until the solder has solidified. Next let's slide the heat shrink we placed over the wire before the solder over the contact and shrink it down. And it's working. Add some electrical tape around both wires, just in case. Put the large panel back on first by putting it over the bulge containing the rear window lock first. Then slide it down a bit and then punch it in place. Punching the thin window liner panel back in place is relatively straightforward. Tighten this screw and close the hatch. Put the black plastic thing back in place. Done. Please comment, like and subscribe for more. Thank you.